So you guys may see like my mirror, my makeup and all that stuff. So I apologize, but I'm in my bathroom this morning. This was on my mind. This was on my mind heavily. And it's so crazy because this is not the video that I was going to record. I was going to record another video. But I wanted to talk to you guys. Don't feel like you got to change who you are to make somebody love you. So what I mean by that is like, I met people in my past that always say they want a woman that's more passive, that's more catering, that strokes their ego, that's more willing to fold their laundry, iron their clothes, rub their back, feed them grapes, and just want to be there to serve them, okay? I know that sounds crazy, but that's so-called alphas, whatever. Let me not get into that because I don't want y'all jumping on my head. But a lot of men were saying that they want that. And I noticed that a lot of men always told me all the time that they love who I am, but they wanted me to be that, right? And I, no matter if I wanted or if I tried, I cannot be that. I cannot be that. So I cannot be that. So what I'm saying is that the men that I was dealing with, they wanted that because they wanted somebody to heal their wounds and help them with their insecurities. And that's something that I'm not going to do. That's the thing. I'm not willing to do that. And I was open and honest with it. And, you know, people fell in love with me, all that stuff. But they wanted me to change to be who they wanted me to be. And the thing is that I did not feel like I was in a safe, I knew I wasn't in a safe space. And I don't just give myself to people like that. I don't trust people like that. I just don't give my love to people like that if I feel like they're not worthy of it. That's the type of person that I am. That's the type of woman that I am. And I don't know. A lot of people are not like that. A lot of people just give their love. And then once they, you know, get burned or found out that person's not worthy of it, then they change. I'm not that type of person. You have to earn my respect. You have to show me that you're deserving of my love. I love myself enough to know that you are trying to show me something. You are trying to win me over. You are trying to show me who you are because you want to be with me, if that makes sense. So let's rewind it back. So a lot of men kept telling me, like, you're not soft enough. I want you to be at my beck and call. Bro, immature dudes that don't, okay. This was when I was younger, but this is just an example, right? So I was thinking to myself, I'm like, okay. For a moment, I was like, dang, like maybe I need to be more submissive. Maybe I need to change who I am because the way I am, maybe I'm not worthy of the love that I want. Maybe the person that I want, I'm never going to get it because nobody's going to want me as I am. That was the biggest mistake of a thought that I can even think of. God will send you the person that he has for you to love you. The way you are, your strength, who you are as a person. God will send somebody to you that will love you wholeheartedly and you don't have to change. I have so many friends that they get around men and they start talking different, walking different. And I'm like, me being the outspoken friend that I am, I'm like, what's going on? Like, are you okay? Because you don't act like that. But when a man comes around, you want to change who you are because you feel like you have to pretend to be who you are, pretend to be somebody else for that man to love you. And then as months goes by, the man gets to see who you really are. And they're like, what's going on? I've always been the type of person that I don't care. I'm going to show you who I am right up bat. Right up bat. I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not going to try to be who I think you want me to be. Because if you want me to change, that means you don't love me. I'm not the person for you. And that's okay. You're not going to be for everybody. You're not. You're not. I have people that I care for and I want the best for, but people, men in my past, I want the best for them. I don't wish no ill will. You know, I don't wish no ill will. I think about them from time to time and I want the very best for them. Are they for me? No, they're not for me. They're not. And am I for them? No, I'm not for them. But I want nothing but the best for them. But the thing is that so many women and men start to change who they are to please a person. And you can't do that. Why? Because it's going to make you so miserable. I'm telling you. From experience, don't do that. Don't start jeopardizing who you are, your boundaries, what you stand for, your values for a person. For a person. And I see so many people end up in financial binds or just mentally drained and not all there because they're doing whatever they can to be what that person wants them to be. They're giving their all to show that to prove to that person that they love that person, and they're trying to prove their love to somebody. You don't got to prove your love to nobody. You don't. I'm not going to prove my love to nobody. I'm not going to, if you want me to pay your bills or do this and jump mountains and do all this stuff for you to show you that I love you, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And the person that really loves you is not going to allow yourself to is not going to allow you to allow yourself to be in a financial bind or even in an emotional bind for them. The person that God has for you, they're going to allow you to be yourself. You ain't going to have to switch up. I always talk like this. The way I like, what's up? How you doing? What's good? Yeah, okay. Hey, hi. That's me. And I came in contact with people that were like, hey, you need to soften it up a little bit. You don't need to who are you? Are you my dad? Are you my dad? You're not going to tell me how. That's the thing. Like, I don't do well with manipulation. I am as you guys can see, a very mentally strong woman. I'm not going to allow no man, I don't care if he's rich, famous, I don't care what you are. I'm not going to allow you to come in here and change who I am and what I got going on and change my boundaries and change my morals. I'm not going to allow you to do that. And I love myself too much to allow you to come in here and change that. I'm not doing that. But I always believe that, I tell myself, I said my show, people are saying that you're too tomboyish, you're too this, you're more of the homie, you're all this, and you're not wife material. People used to tell me that all the time, right? All the time. I always tell myself, I said, look, God made you who you are for a reason because he has a calling on your life. But God has somebody for you that will accept you for who you are wholeheartedly and allow you to be yourself. So continue to be yourself. And I noticed that me being myself, people that I came in contact with, I was able to show them a different perspective of life because the way that I am and the way I see things, I was able to communicate with them and show them the way that I thought. And a lot of people always tell me all the time, like the way you are, you're just like a beautiful, genuine person. And like, you're just the type of person that you just stuck with me. Like, I think about you all the time. I always wonder about your well-being. I wish the best for you. And that's what matters most to me. Not me being a yes, sir type of woman. I'm not that type of woman. And another thing is that the way you are, sometimes people need that. The people need that. The way that I am, the people that are around me, my family members and my friends, they need that. I'm honest. I'm gonna tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. I'm gonna be there for you, but I'm gonna give you tough love. If I feel like you're shortening yourself, probably not gonna make sense. But if I feel like you're not living up to your full potential and you're messing up, I'm gonna tell you that. I don't care if you like it or not. And a lot of people, when you're in these relationships, they want you to just go along with everything that they're doing. And the way that I am, I can't do that. I can't do that. So I was very single for a very long time, because it's like, look, I don't want to jump into something to where I'm miserable and I'm being somebody that I know that I'm not. A very submissive woman, I could be submissive, but you just ain't gonna get out of me after the second day we talking. Like, I'm not proving myself to anybody. That's the thing. I'm not. And I don't have to prove to anybody that I am a feminine woman. You have to earn that. You have to start allowing people to earn your trust, earn your love, earn that. Just don't be giving it all up to people. I'm telling you. And how people just be easily just sleeping with people. I don't know how y'all do that. If I don't have like a spiritual connection, or if you don't got a good spirit, I can't intertwine. I can't. That's just the type of person that I am. Maybe maybe that's too much information. But I'm just like a mental person. Like, I want to know where your mind's at. I want to know, do you believe in God? I want to know what's going on with you. Like, I'm just not going to just lay up and just, you have to have boundaries. You have to have boundaries. And don't feel like you have to change who you are. I had so many friends that used to get manipulated. And when they said no, the guy would try to make them feel so horrible for saying no. And then they will end up saying yes, and then they're in a very bad situation. Don't do that. Be yourself. Somebody's going to love you the way you are. The way you are. They going to appreciate your honesty. Appreciate how you move mountains. Appreciate you speaking up and being an advocate for yourself. I don't know how people can be in relationships and not voice their opinion. Or not be honest. I can't stand a person that's not honest with me. You got to be honest. If I'm doing something that hurts your feelings, be honest with me. Be honest. That's the only way I'm going to change. That's the only way I'm going to be better. Is you staying true to who you are and being who you are and calling me on things. So, be yourself. And for the women that are like me, that are considered alphas and that are, you know, tough like me, there's somebody that can handle you, okay? There's somebody that can handle you. There's somebody that can appreciate that will and can appreciate you. Don't change who you are. Be who you are. Be who God called you to be. And the love will find you. Don't go searching for love. When you search for love, you find the wrong thing. Don't go searching for love. Love will find you. But don't get desperate and start feeling that lonely feeling. We all get lonely sometimes. Don't start feeling that lonely feeling. And then you allow yourself to just settle for anything. And now you're in a messed up situation that just altered and changed your whole entire life. Be patient. God has the right person for you. But please, please don't change. You notice that you're getting out of character and you're not yourself. You're not going to like that feeling. And if you feel like you're intertwined with somebody, you're like, man, like I'm doing and talking and drinking and doing all this stuff that I normally don't do. That person's not for you. Be yourself no matter what. Stay true to who you are. Don't chase love. Love will find you.